Gestures from organizations in the community can sometimes go further than anyone ever expected, like that of the Big Flats First Presbyterian Church, whose members wanted to do something nice for the Falck Cancer Center.
So the women's group spent a weekend cooking and delivered in bulk over 100 meals to us, and they were just so popular. So they were really well received by our patients, and it was something that we decided that we wanted to continue in some way.
Staff at the Cancer Center aims to provide patients with something better than a microwave dinner you might find at a grocery store.
Where some people might be okay with just getting prepared or processed foods, she is wanting to make it quality meals.
Luckily, one warehouse in Elmira takes in millions of pounds of food each year, all of which is waiting to be turned into a breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Our nutritious food rating is somewhere around 90%, or just north of there.
With plenty of locally sourced produce and pallets of canned goods on the shelves, there's not a lot of room for junk food at the food bank.
Where we no longer get candy or distribute soda and things of that nature.
Cutting out cookies, chips, and cola means placing more focus on
providing nutrient-dense, protein-enriched foods to the populations, that if they were going to come, to a partner agency or to us or to one of our mobile food pantries, that they're getting, the best food available.
But the food they provide isn't hot and ready to eat.
We don't have a production kitchen here ourselves, but we do have access to many food resources, and we can leverage our volume food acquisition to help our community partners.
Katie Ball and the staff at the food bank turned to another organization to help bring these meals to life.
Utilizing our access to food resources, plus their ability to deliver prepared meals, could help perhaps fill that gap.
But before any of the food becomes a meal, all of the product is ordered a la carte and packaged up to be delivered to Meals on Wheels.
The food comes in, we prep it, and then we cook it, and we serve 350 people. But then of those 350 meals, we always have extras. So we make freezer meals out of those. And we take the freezer meals, and twice a week we take them to the Falck Cancer Center.
People with the financial means to pay for takeout or groceries may not feel they qualify or need Meals on Wheels.
We just want to take the stigma of that away from them, so that they weren't thinking that they were taking it away or getting something they didn't need or deserve.
Every Monday through Friday, Meals on Wheels prepares 350 hot meals, some of which end up at the Falck Cancer Center.
A hot meal comes with a protein, a vegetable, and a starch. Sometimes the protein and the starch are together, like today was white bean and ham casserole, so that would be white bean and ham casserole, and then the vegetable in here. Some of them have all three with three separate, so we have 2 different containers. This would have the protein, the starch, and the veg. So we pack them all up, put the food in, and then this machine, put it right in here. There's a piece of cellophane that comes across, and then this seals it. And then the meal comes out, and it's ready to go.
Some might assume a person who's just had treatment won't want food with a lot of flavor, but
it has to be seasoned. My food has to be seasoned.
And Meals on Wheels is no exception to that rule.
Day 3, I got smacked by the chef because he said, do you think that we're serving, what do you think we're serving here? And I did. I thought it would be tasteless and mushy, and it's delicious. I mean, we use all of the same spices that we would use at home, just not the salt.
Rosemary says she looks forward to making her culinary creations, but doesn't always have the energy.
I love to cook, but sometimes you don't feel like cooking because you're tired from your treatment, and it's so nice it's so convenient to just reach in the freezer and take one of the meals out and just heat it up for 5 minutes or less.
And this assures that Rosemary will have a few nights worth of food covered.
Rosemary, what would you say, maybe like 5 or 6 meals each time?
Yes, approximately, yes.
Yeah, and sometimes for people who are here less often, we might give them more than that, like maybe up to 10 meals.
A handful of frozen dinners might not sound like a life-changing gift, but these dishes give patients a nice meal while they heal. For Arnot Health, I'm Lexi Cutmore.